welcome back to Singly Loving. I'm Kate. I am taking a little bit of time here that I have kids free, no kids with me. They're with a couple of babysitters. Right now, if you're watching this, I don't know what my current situation is, but as I'm recording this, I have 4 kiddos as a single foster parent, 3 boys that are all right around that 4-year-old age, and then a 1-year-old. And yeah, if you saw my video last week, I talked a little bit more about that and how crazy it's been, but so good. So yeah, I just wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about something that comes up so often. It's not necessarily something I'm asked about a lot, but I think that's why I need to talk about it, is the fact that when you become a foster parent, you enter into a world of needing to know a lot about trauma and how trauma affects kids' brains and their bodies, and not just kids, it affects everybody, whether that is little microaggressions or short periods of trauma that come regularly, or one very large event of trauma. It really affects us in big ways, and for little kids that comes out maybe through anger or sadness or bad behaviors or eating problems or sleeping problems. There are so many ways that can affect kids, and that is probably the one biggest, most important, most significant things about foster care that I didn't know before I started, is how much of an expert I would need to become on trauma. We can't leave it to just the experts in this field. Our kiddos need that 24/7 care from a trusted adult that can help them walk through their trauma and help them walk through these big emotions that they're feeling. Sorry if my crazy hair is bothering you. Help them walk through these big feelings that they're feeling and don't know what to do with them. So I'm actually really grateful in my own life that foster care has caused me to go on this journey of needing to learn about trauma, because I'm learning a lot about myself and about things, little things that I went through, maybe as a child or a young person, that have affected me and still do. So yeah, it's been this blessing in disguise of getting to learn about trauma as I'm caring for a couple kiddos. And with that, I think therapies are amazing. I need to learn more and more how to advocate for my kiddos and get them into every resource that we can to help them navigate what they've been through and the ways that they are going to be affected for the rest of their lives because of their past and their beginning. So yeah, that is the one biggest thing. If you are just starting out in this journey, even if you are not sure if this is something that you're going to be doing, I highly recommend that you start reading books about childhood trauma, trauma in the womb, different books that are meant for foster and adoptive parents specifically. There is a whole line of research and education experience that you can dive into through books or YouTube channels and things like that. So I definitely didn't know what a journey it would be before I started fostering. I really thought, I love kids, I have all this love to give. Won't that love be enough? Basically, that's kind of how I thought of it. And, people would tell me, here's a good book, and it would be about trauma. In our training, it talked a little bit about trauma. But I would say that trauma-informed care and just knowing how the brain is working when it has been wired to be responding to intense situations for a long period of time, and how those behaviors might come out in a small child. Those things I've learned through experience, and it has really changed my view of parenting. There are certain ways of parenting that I may still fall back into, but I know in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, that it is not going to work for my kiddos. And I need to find new ways of parenting and new ways of disciplining and correcting and teaching to help my kids, because yeah, without the attachment that they were meant to have to a caretaker in the first place, and without a brain that's working as it was meant to, they are not going to be able to respond to certain forms of correction and discipline and teaching. So anyway, that's what I have to say about that today. I hope that was encouraging. There are some great resources out there. I will put some in the description box that have helped me, but one of the best that I can say, whew, sorry about all that hair in my face. It's probably bothering you as much as it's bothering me. The biggest thing that I have honestly gotten is, probably because of my personality to some degree, is having a foster care community. That when things happen that, you know, I don't want to go searching for in a book, I can just call on those people who are seasoned foster parents, who maybe are going through the same thing currently, and just be like, okay, this crazy thing happened, like, what do I do about this? Like, I know it's trauma, but I don't know what to do. I feel overwhelmed, or I feel triggered, or whatever it is. Other foster parents are an amazing resource. So find those people that you really love and trust in your life, that are devoted to helping kids heal and work through their trauma as well. So thanks for watching this today, guys. Please click subscribe if this encourages you, because the more hands that this, or faces that this, these types of videos get to, the more foster care advocacy that we can get out there in this YouTube space. I'll see you guys later. Bye.